So, okay, here we go. Session 6, Into the Abyss, franchise opportunities. In our last session, I'm going to give you the Cliff Notes version of what Ryan put in Discord. You guys heard through a contact of Gorko about this prophecy that was seen about this thing you retrieve from underneath Telflum, and you should take it far away. Shortly after that conversation, there were two crooks that tried to steal it off of Grolnar. I think they actually did get it, but then they got it back. There was a crash inside the tavern. Some animated brooms and armor came to life and took out a few commoner patrons, but you guys took care of that. City Watch showed up. After the fight, a couple people approached the party, kind of impressed with how you handled yourselves. One was an elf named Aelstar Dawnsilver. The other was a half-orc female named Rashoki. And they propositioned you to, not in the way that Splug wanted, but propositioned you to look out for a spy that was heading into the tavern/theater later that night. It was a spy for the Nine Golden Swords. They wanted you to kidnap him, corner him, whatever, and try to see if you could get locations of some of the hidden Nine Golden Sword hideouts within the city. I can't remember if it was before or after the show. The show came on, and I think the patrons or the performers in the show attacked first. Does that sound correct? One of the goblins up there started doing a little sing or a poem, basically saying he wanted to kill some of the Shadow Masters, and a couple, 3 or 4 Kinkus jumped out of this paper mache cake, and they all started to try to attack Aelstar Dawnsilver, the contact you guys had made. I think several of you also at that point approached the Red Wizard, who had arrived with his mistress, and then all hell broke loose. The Red Wizard cast something that basically absorbed the life essence out of many of the patrons around him, and he grew stronger. He walked up and touched Splug. Splug saw his life flash before his eyes, and for a split second, he thought he was dead. But then they remembered Helmet's charisma bonus, which halved the damage, so he survived. Fight broke out. Goblins joined the fray. There was one poor goblin that tried to hit Aelstar like 12 times in a row. Not a single thing hit him. In the end, all the goblins and Kinku assassins were taken care of, and you guys were able to subdue the Red Wizard Ushan. Before the City Watch came in, you guys hurried him out after you wrapped him up in like a tapestry or a blanket that was in the tavern. And as you exited, I think Aelstar Dawnsilver announced to the crowd that he was going to take the Red Wizard unto his possession on orders of the Merchant Council. But once he got outside, he said, "No way, we can't do that because there's spies within the Merchant Council." And he directed you guys to a location down the dock ward where you were ushered in by a little old lady in a fish shop down into the basement to where, and this is where we did this through Discord, the interrogation scene with Ushan. I think a combination of intimidation from Helmet and a red hot iron poker from Grolnar wrapped around the Red Wizard's neck. He proceeded to kind of smile through it, and he marked onto a table the message. Let me go back and read this so I don't say something incorrectly. Ushan smiles as the heat from the poker sizzles the side of his neck. Begins to draw a map upon the table or floor. It's a crude map of the Purse District. He has drawn the Shimzar Square, along with the areas between Thine Enclave and the House of the Master's Shadow. That's the Temple of Mask. He then points at all 3 locations and smiles again. He then writes in common, "One of these 3 locations may be what you're looking for, or maybe I'm sending you to your doom. It matters not to me. Kill me, I will haunt your dreams and kill you there. Free me and I will make your deaths quick. And he pressed his neck closer to the hot section of the poker. His skin sizzled with the stench of burnt flesh. And he says, I have written the truth. I think Gralnar said something like, I've heard the same story from my wife. I don't believe her either. Scrolling down. From that point, I believe Gralnar just tightened up the poker around his neck. He went blue and then gray. And you guys spent the next 12 hours cutting and breaking his body into small pieces so you could burn it within the coal stove in the cellar of the fish market. Anything I missed, guys, that you remember? Oh, you did get 2 magic items off of the Red Wizard, and I didn't look that up before the session started. I'm assuming someone cast Identify as a ritual or something, and did I share with you last time what exactly they were? I think I did. Ring a bell?
I don't recall. No, I don't recall that.
Did it get put in a loot handout? Anyone looking, or am I looking?
I'm looking. All right.
No, I don't see it in there. All right, let me go back to my notes because there were 2. One was like a cloak. I think one was like a amulet or like a half mask. So 1 second while I go find that, guys. Ushan. You guys think of anything else that I missed, details wise?
No, but the dummy DM icon on the screen is blocking my conversation bar.
It's blocking your conversation bar?
Is there any way you could drag it over a little bit?
Did that move for you?
It did, but now I've got DM Brian blocking my conversation bar, and I don't know how to get it out of the way. Is there any way I can unlock it?
I'm moving it.
Oh, perfect.
How about now?
That's much better. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know how it's blocking yours, but okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Ushan. He had a magma mantle. Does that ring a bell with you guys?
No.
That he never got to use. Okay, and he had an amulet of authority. Show the players. So if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves about who might want or need that.
Oh, is that part of somebody's set? Does anyone have that Watchmaster set?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I think that's a new set. I don't think anyone's gotten a piece of that yet, but I could be wrong. You guys
I
think?
don't have room to attune to anything, so.
It's like I've been giving you guys too many magic items.
Items that require attunement.
Yeah.
Is that the command spell?
I've already closed it. So
No, it says that it's better than it's different than the command spell. Unlike the command spell, the effect is not language dependent. So it's the same as the command spell, but they don't have to understand the language that you're talking.
So if nobody wants to ask for it, I guess add it to the loot bag for now if you want.
Yeah.
Same thing for the magma mantle. Nobody wants that.
I don't think Gralnar can.
You can burrow through lava. Nice.
And just so we're clear, I mean, you can only wear one cloak. You can't wear like a cloak on top of a cloak on top of a cloak.
Oh, that sucks.
Totally something I would do.
right,
Now,
no
when you find the cloak of Minotaur invincibility, I want that. But until
Okay.
then, I'm good.
That just petrifies you.
Yeah.
All right, no takers. I guess someone just add it to the loot bag for now then. Okay, so recap what your goal was here was to investigate the Fisher, find out what happened to Sergeant Tish, Captain Boot, which you did. I still need to report this back to Omen, and then he will probably reward you based on the success of that venture. But the question now is, you're in this little fish shop for the next 12 hours, so it's going to be nightfall by the time you finally get to the point where you feel confident that everything is burnt to ash of the former Red Wizard Ushan. So what would you guys like to do next?
I think
So
it's time to get out of
It's the middle
town.
night now?
Or what'd you say, Ryan?
It's the middle of the night now?
Correct. Because like I said, it would take a good 12 hours to break, cut, and burn his body down to ashes.
Is there any way we can just kind of, I guess, go to sleep in the cellar? Take a rest, long rest?
Man, I'm sure the fish lady won't ask for much more than a few coppers, maybe.
May as well. And then there's no point in kind of wandering the streets looking for an inn in the middle of the night.
Well, yeah, Varda is not with you guys. Do you guys have any way of contacting Varda? To let him know where you are?
Not that I'm aware of.
We call his name and he appears.
It's a her. It's a her.
If you say her name 3 times, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
All right, if you don't have a way of contacting her, Varda, I'll say that as you make your way back into the Purse District from whatever meeting you had that kept you from the last session, you hear the rumors of what happened at it, and you're not sure where the group went to. I'll say that there was some place you guys stayed at the night before. If you want to go back to that place, Varda, and wait them out, we can do that.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
I'll wait whatever inn we were at previous the night before.
Okay. I'll say it was somewhere in the White Spire district. Is where you were. So it's not too far from the dock ward. So if you guys want me to hand wave saying that the next morning you guys kind of sneaked your way towards the thing or out in the open, or how are you going about your travel from the dock ward back to the place of establishment to find Varda and head out?
Well, I think once we're out of this, we've gotten rid of the body, we're pretty confident that we're safe. So I would think we'd walk pretty open back to our previous hodl.
Okay.
Back to the inn. I would think. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. I think we're okay until they realize that he's gone, and so we might have a day or two at most.
Really, they're going to blame Gorko for everything. So
Yeah.
poor
I
Gorko.
guess that is a good question. Would you guys have brought Gorko with you to the cellar? Or would you leave him at the tavern?
I don't think we could leave him at the tavern because I think he would be kind of loose lips. He'd be butthurt. He'd be butthurt and start saying, "Well, I know what they're doing." So I think Gorku's with us.
Okay. I'll allow that. Okay. So someone said you want to spend like a day or two here in town, or you want to get the F out?
Well, I think my thoughts are we go report the previous happy days and head back to the keep.
Oh yeah, you still got to. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say I've got another idea as well. Why don't we take all those magic items in the loot bag that we don't really want or need and sell them and split the purse?
Yeah.
You still got to.
Well?
What do we need the gold for at the moment? I mean, I agree with you, Ryan, but I don't know that we necessarily need to do it right now because who knows?
Well, if we're gonna be in town for a couple days, it's something to do, right?
Well, someone still has to report back to L-Star, which you got out of the wizard as well.
Mhm.
I forgot
Oh, yeah,
about that.
We gotta do that too. That won't take all day though.
Right. And what's he gonna give us?
I think he offered you, I forget, it was favor with the Merchants Council, was kind of like the ruling, I guess, ruling council of Telflum. And Rashoki was going to offer you guys a membership in the Shadow Masters Guild with the perks and whatever
Rashoki
comes with that.
Slug her number.
So I guess, are you guys wanting to go as a group to try to find L-Star? I guess before you left, he would have told you where to find him or how to discreetly let him know. Matter of fact, it probably would be discreetly. So he would give you like a, for lack of better term, like a drop box where you leave the message for him. That way you guys aren't seen together. You guys cool with that? Or you want to try actually seek him out?
No, I think we should do that.
All right, and then you're going to head back to the hotel to hook up with Varda again.
Mhm.
Okay. What about what Brian said? You guys going to try to sell your stuff here in town, or do you want to get out and try to sell it elsewhere?
I don't know that we should try to sell the magma mantle and what was the other thing called?
The Amulet of Authority, as I recall.
Amulet of Authority. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that we should sell that here.
Yeah, might not be a good idea to try to sell the magic items off the guy that's now missing.
But
Yeah.
what if we went to the Thayan Enclave? They probably
You're
give us a good
ridiculous.
deal.
Yeah, that would give you a really good deal. So come on back here to the negotiating room. We'll get you all squared away.
Hey, we just found these in an alley.
He said, what do you say? You want to shake on that deal, Slug?
No. No more
All right.
getting broke by red wizards.
This Alistar guy just gave us these and said we could have them.
Do you want these soul rumors like that?
Alistar 421 Princess Perch Lane.
All right. So if you guys are good, you're going to head out of town. I'm not going to make you do rolls for anything like that, but you will see on your way out, there's several people, you get lots of eyes in your direction because the word is already spread about what you guys did, both underneath Telflum within the fissure and what happened at the tavern the night before. You even have several people come up and kind of like shake your hands like you're celebrities or famous people or whatever. A few people will ask you what happened to the Red Wizard. I'm assuming you guys are going to deflect those and play dumb.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to tell people, well, we got him out of there safely and let him go. Like, we're just trying to protect him. There was a little confusion in the beginning, but.
Okay.
No, but then we're siding with the Red Wizards. That might be bad too.
All right, Gorko will also find you guys and ask you if you guys will take him with you because he doesn't feel safe in the city anymore.
Can we just get up into the bush and slit his throat, or is that wrong? I'm asking the group.
I guess you're taking shit. Now I'm forgetting. What's the god you worship now?
Baphomet.
Yeah, Baphomet. You're taking that to heart, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm chaotic good. I don't think I can do that.
You just
I
have to
don't
walk.
mind having him tag along with us.
Yeah.
He might be able to find someone who can get this green glow off me.
Yeah, because he's all so powerful. He'll lick it off you while you're sleeping.
All right, so yes, no to Gorko joining you guys?
He can come.
We keep the
Okay.
dork.
Okay. All right, so you guys all make your way out that same day. You're not sticking around town, right? and make your way back on the Golden Way on your way back to your keep back in Kront. And that was roughly like a 5-day journey. And as a side note on that, I got this book probably about a month ago. It's called Uncharted Journeys. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or not. And it's all about like random stuff that happens as you trek across grasslands or forest or through cities or whatever. And it's really just like a big random book, but it also has like it's not just random encounters where you fight. It could be like a random encounter where you come across, a traveling merchant, or you find a old abandoned wagon with an old chest inside of it, or something like that. So,
Cool.
if you guys want me to start doing something like that, when you have these long travels, I guess from one place to the next, I will start doing that. But I don't want to do that if you guys think it's just muddying up the waters and you just want to get right to the actual, I guess,
No,
quest.
I think that's cool.
I like it. Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Okay. All right. So I won't do it tonight because I didn't prepare anything, but I want to get your feedback on that, whether or not I start doing that or not. And just to be fair, there's sometimes it has like a random thing in here. It says like this happens, but it gives me no context. So it's like I gotta like come up with shit. Like a map and why is that the case and what does it lead to? So that's fine. But now that I know you guys want to have stuff like that, I'll start kind of prepping 2 or 3 to throw in there when you guys have these I'll say pretty much like a 3-day journey or anything like that, like you're doing right now. Okay.
Cool.
Sure. Yeah. That sounds cool. Thank you.
So you built it up and got all this hype, and then just you weren't ready for it. Like, right?
Well, honestly, I thought about it like yesterday morning before I got on the plane. So I was like, okay, I don't have time to prep one, so I'll at least lay the seed, see if it's something they're interested in or not before I invest my time into it.
I'm just
Okay.
teasing. That sounds awesome.
Okay. All right. So a 5-day journey back to your keep in Kront. And this is where I'm going to talk a little bit about what are we doing at the keep. And I can't remember how much I have shared with you guys about what happened with the Bastion events, but I'm about to cover that here. You're probably have to zoom out because this is a giant freaking map. Did I talk to you guys about what Bastion events I rolled while you're away? So just to recap, when you're away, I roll for Bastion events. That could be nothing happened. It could be you guys are attacked. It could be you guys find some kind of magical item, or your guys create something. There's just different things that happen during a Bastion event. But I'll only roll for those while you guys are away from your keep. Okay.
I don't remember.
And that's fine. That's why I'm going over it now. So the first week I rolled for you guys already on your journey to Telflum, and nothing happened. I rolled on 1 through 10, so nothing happened. The second time I rolled, let's see. I thought I put that in my notes, so hold 1 second. I rolled Magical Discovery. Your hirelings accidentally discover or create a random uncommon magic item. The magic item can't be a suit of armor, a shield, or a weapon, and its magic is temporary. Its properties start to function when you claim the item and lasts until the start of your next Bastion turn. So basically, it lasts a week, after which the magic item turns to dust. So what I was going to do is just roll for a random uncommon magic item, and it activates when you guys basically leave with it on your journey, and it lasts for a week.
Cool.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is one of the things that happened during a Bastion event. And I also want to point out just a couple other, I guess, high-level things with Bastion events. There is one item on there that's you get attacked, and that's where your armory and your barracks comes into play. And if you roll badly or don't have defenders in your barracks, then one of your hirelings basically dies or more. And that will shut down whatever you may or may not have had them working on while you're away. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So let me pull up my magic item table. And I have you guys. Who wants to be the honorary roller for this? All right, Wayne, I take you.
All righty. What do I roll?
First, it's uncommon, so you don't need to roll for what rarity is. So let me get my uncommon table and see how big that number is. 769.
All right. Is it /R for roll 20?
Correct.
And then D769?
Yep.
There you go.
Okay, you may have to roll again if it's a shield, armor, or something else. But okay, so it says no weapons. So let me read this real quick. Roll one more time just in case this is something that is really considered a weapon. 23. Well, that's definitely armor. Your first roll is 486. Let me go back to that.
You need a third roll, or is the 4?
Yeah, roll me a third one. Sorry. 554. Okay, here we go. This is something that's new. It's called a decoy card. So I gotta look it up. All right, while I'm looking that up, I want you guys to pull up the, what's it called? Under DeFlorio Keep folder, operations and finances, I believe it is. Yeah, there we go. And then down under like current keep consists of, all the different things they can do. I want you guys start looking at those and what you want your guys to do before you leave on your next journey. And or if you guys want to stick around in your keep for several weeks and doing this stuff yourself. You guys with me? So under DeFlorio Keep, there's a handout called Keep Operations. Here, let me do like this, show the players. And if you scroll down under the keep currently consists of, there's little shortcuts for stable, storehouse, armory, blah, blah, blah. So take a look at those and see if there's something else you want your guys to be working on while you're away. Okay, now I'm looking for decoy card. Anyone actually reading through that? Or you guys just waiting for me to come back?
Yeah, I'm reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know what I want my guy to make, so.
I think so too.
Because we each have a hireling to control, right? Or to direct or whatever.
Correct. And I think that may be in that handout there somewhere about who, if not, you click on the current hirelings shortcut and it'll probably tell you who you guys are controlling. And you can change that anytime you want. Just got to discuss among yourselves if you want to take control of somebody else. Okay. You guys ready for me to describe decoy card?
Sure.
I'll also do a copy paste into Discord here in just a second. So it's in there. Decoy card, wondrous item. This small, thick parchment card displays an accurate portrait of the person carrying it. You can use an action to toss the card on the ground at a point within 10 feet of you. An illusion of you forms over the card and remains until dispelled. The illusion appears real, but it can do no harm. While you're within 120 feet of the illusion and can see it, you can use an action to make it move and behave as you wish, as long as it moves no further than 10 feet from the card. Any physical interaction with your illusory double reveals it to be an illusion because objects pass through it. Someone who uses an action to visually inspect your illusory double identifies it as illusory with a successful DC 15 intelligence investigation check. The illusion lasts until the card is moved or the illusion is dispelled. When the illusion ends, the card's face becomes blank and the card becomes non-magical. Well, that's perfect because this was supposed to be a temporary thing anyway, but it will expire, what do we say, after 1 week? All right, so I've copied that. Let me put that in the Discord for you guys.
That's cool.
So I'm gonna make a note to self to make a handout for that between now and next session. But for right now, you guys can decide when you leave, or you can decide now who's going to be carrying this or getting it.
Helmet, did you need armor?
Yeah, I was gonna see if I can get the smithy to make me a set of full plate armor. I still have chainmail.
Okay. Because we can do that, and then it would only cost you half.
Yeah, 750 gold then.
Okay.
What's the time frame on that to complete it?
30 minutes?
21 days.
Okay.
21 days for a suit of armor.
Does that mean you guys are going to hang out here at the keep for 21 more days?
No, I
No.
think it's something that we can let him do, and then we'll go off and do whatever we need to do. And when we eventually come back, if it's been 3 weeks, it's been 3
Okay.
weeks. If not, it doesn't matter.
'Cause
Right.
technically, it's been a month and 2 weeks since you guys started. So in 2 more weeks' time, you're going to have another set of expenses roll through. And you guys can add the 1,500 gold pieces from Acquisitions Incorporated for our successful mission in Telflum as well. So you can add that to how are we doing that? Was there like a handout I created for your keep expenses?
Yes. And the last time I opened it, I screwed you all up.
Okay. So I'm not going to open it, but I'm going to make myself a note that I will add 1,500 gold pieces to your balance sheet.
Okay.
You guys still reading your stuff? Are you ready to move on?
I'm ready to move on because I'm going to have them craft that armor for Helmet.
Are you asking what we're making? Is that what you're, or we're not?
Or
there
what
yet?
you're assigning your hirelings to while you're away?
Right.
Well, Garrick's going to do his normal trading, but he's going to really work hard to get some strawberry ice cream for everybody for the next time we're back. He's
Okay,
all
so-
about the morale.
Okay. So Garrick's doing the same thing you did last month, just sticking with the storehouse,
Yeah.
buying and selling, right? Okay.
I think Alden in the laboratory was going to continue with making healing potions. I believe that's what he did before.
Okay. So
Mm,
then,
It takes a week and 25 gold pieces, it looks like.
so I guess my question now is, are you guys going to wait for any of this stuff to get completed before you leave on your next mission? Or are you guys
Well-
going to turn around and leave right away?
So we did healing potions last time. How many do we have?
You took them all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How long were we gone on the Telflam mission?
2 weeks.
Would Alden have been making potions while we were gone, presumably,
I'll-
or no?
I'll retcon that and allow that.
Okay.
Just tell
So
me
that
what
would
he's
be-
making so I update the finances.
Gotcha. That would have been 50 gold pieces for 2 more healing potions, I guess, 1 per week. It's 7 days per potion, it looks like.
And you want him to continue doing that while you're away?
I think so. That seems like the best use of his time right now.
Okay. So moving forward, that's just going to be like a normal maintain order for him,
Yeah,
Just
unless
making
we
healing
change it.
potions.
Yep.
Okay.
And our bastion level or whatever it's called is not changed, right? We're still because it's depending on our character levels, right?
Correct. Yeah, so it's still
Okay,
the
so it
same.
hasn't changed. Okay.
And is Garak going to be moving forward doing the same thing as well, Gary? To continue to
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
and sell the storehouse? Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
standard issue.
Okay.
But I don't know if you want me to roll on the success of the strawberry ice cream thing. So
I'll do that offline. And then you can be surprised when you come back.
perfect.
Okay. What Gronar and is your Smithy going to be making?
Armor for
uh,
helmet.
I'm sorry, say again.
Armor for helmet.
It's plate armor, right?
Yeah, full set of plate.
Full set of plate.
Okay, so that's 3 weeks. So you can't give him that order till you get back. So do you have like some generic thing you want him to do moving forward, or is he going to wait on specific direction from you?
How long does he have? Is it 2 weeks? Is that what you said?
Correct. There's 2 weeks since you've left. He could have been doing something.
Okay. Yeah, he
Oh.
could have made a. Go ahead.
All I'm looking for is like whenever you're gone, if he finishes doing what you assigned him to do, what's he going to do after that as a general order?
Making weapons for our troops, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He only has to do that when they get used up. Right now, the armory is stocked. So
Okay. He's going to make a masterwork simple weapon then.
okay, that's in between any other specific orders, right?
Yep.
A masterwork weapon.
Simple weapon.
Oh, simple. They said masterwork.
I did. Masterwork simple weapon.
Oh, sorry. That's right. There are different kinds. Masterwork simple weapon. That's going to be the normal maintain order when he doesn't have specific things from you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's 3 hirelings. Who else am I missing here? Got the
My
Smithy.
hireling is in the sanctuary. I can't remember what their name is. And they're going to do what they did last time, which is they're going to make 5 holy symbols and then in 7 days and then sell them for 25 gold pieces each. I think that's how that reads.
Okay, so that's a general maintain order for her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And speaking of the sanctuary, like last time we said that, and I don't know if you have it open or not, Rob.
I do.
Like if you guys spend a long rest there, it gives you some kind of extra thing.
I don't think so.
I thought that's how you guys got like.
Imparts
Yeah.
the following benefit: cast healing word. Oh yeah. Sorry, I read that originally that it just lets us cast it, but it gives us a free cast of healing word. After spending a long rest in the bastion, you can cast healing word once within the next 7 days without expending a spell slot.
Okay. Yeah, so I think I wrote last time you guys had like a big slumber party in there like the night before you left. So we can do that again. So
Yeah.
it's up to you guys to remember the fact that everyone has a healing word to cast within the next 7 days. Is that right?
7 days.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. That's 4 hirelings. Who am I missing? Because there's 5 of you. There should be one more hireling doing something.
Oh yeah, I had one in the stables.
Well, he was like buying and selling horses. Is that right?
Yeah, Steph
Okay.
keep doing that.
And milking honeypot.
Yeah, Honeypot is now a domesticated trained mount, but not for the noose plug.
What? Oh,
She
I'm
she
sorry.
does not like the noose plug.
I was going to make a really bad joke.
I don't know if I want to hear it.
No, you don't.
Okay.
What happened with our we sent somebody out to look around and
Oh yeah, that's right. You did the explore territory thing.
Yes.
Oh, I think I know the end result. End result is your expenses for like the next 2 months are 25% less. So, like any of the things that your guys are doing, if it has a cost associated to it, it's 25% less.
Okay.
Now, I think the actual thing that I rolled on for that gave me lots of choices. It could be like you found a stash in an abandoned silver mine where you got extra money. You found a I don't know, a herd of something that's going to help reduce your feeding costs for your crew, just all kinds of different things to do. But the bottom line is it reduced your cost by 25% for 2 months.
All right.
Okay. And I think I made a note of that in the keep expenses and income. Oh, there, that's where I put it. So show to players. Yeah, all expenses reduced by 25% from benefit of Explore Territory result of 16 last through March. And right now it's the second week of February, game time. Okay, so I don't want to bore you with the balance stuff, but that's basically your 168 in the hole, but technically you just got paid 1,500 gold pieces. So as long as you don't go in the red like 2 months in a row, you can kind of float that that loan there, so to speak.
Cool. A little
Are you
line of
gonna
credit.
update this, Brian, or are we supposed to update it? Like,
I will update it just so that we don't screw something up.
okay,
That's
Makes
why
sense.
I got sticky notes all over my desk now from things you just told me about. So
Okay.
I'll go into this in between sessions and update it so it'll show a current balance as of whenever you guys leave. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Unless you guys want to do this Explore Territory thing again.
how much budget do we get for hookers and blow? What's the number for that?
Well, the zombie hookers are quite cheap. That's
Sorry,
like
Brian, I
3
couldn't
copper
resist.
each.
Please go on.
The zombie hookers got killed back in Telflon.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Damn zombie hookers.
The Explore Territory, I just want to talk about it for a second because that you have to decide how much you want to spend because it's 200 gold pieces per week. The more you spend and the longer your expedition is, increases the result of your roll. So if I'm boring you with all this keep stuff, you guys tell me to shut up and we move on. But this is where you got that benefit of 25% decreased cost for 2 months when you sent Danny out on this Explore Territory thing. So
Yeah.
before you guys leave, just need to know if you want to do this again and how much you want to spend on this.
I
What's
like
the
it.
minimum we have to spend?
200 per week is what I recall. Let me scroll up
Yeah,
and
it
see what
looks
it
like
says
it's
there.
200 gold pieces per franchise rank. And it requires at least 1 week of effort.
Yeah, character
Send
staff. Go ahead.
Let's send them out for 2 weeks.
I'm game.
The 25% reduction just on Garrick is another 125 per month in gold pieces and profit. So that's 250 gold pieces right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. Obviously, it worked out for us this time.
And if we really don't like Donnie, we could just not reimburse him for his expenses. Or when he comes in, we reimburse for expenses, but we deduct his living expenses for living there. And it evens some. Just saying,
Yeah.
there's ways around it. I'm a slumlord now, so these are things I have to consider.
So I don't know if we gave Donnie a position, but if you see under resolution on Exploratory, it says you get a +2 bonus of the character with a cartographer or occultant position as part of the expedition.
I think cartographer was still open, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Looks like
I'll
a good spot for him.
make myself a
Oh,
note.
no, I'm sorry. I take it back. Helmut is cartographer.
Okay. Is anybody the occultant?
Nope.
Bramble.
Really?
Yeah, Kev.
Okay. Why don't you send Kev out then?
Yeah, he's not around. Let's send him. Hey, Bramble, why don't you go explore some of those?
What is the likelihood of his death?
I don't know. I have to read it more depth.
But
I don't.
Bramble would probably be good though, right? Because it's a survival check or something, isn't it? What's the check?
Yeah, a survival check.
Sweet. Good call.
All right,
Yeah.
so
He's
Danny,
he's some sort of druidy thing, right?
I think he was like a bard.
Close
You know,
enough.
he was like
Oh yeah, he's a forest gnome bard. He's probably got good wisdom though, I would
he was
imagine.
he was at one with the marijuana plants.
Well, I'll look it up. If his survival check with the +2 bonus because of the occultant is better than Danny's, then we'll use him. If Danny's is better, well then you guys will have him to do the explore
Okay.
territory. But you said 2 weeks is what you want to do? 'Cause
Yeah.
last time you did 3 weeks.
Right. So we want to do 2 weeks this time, I think.
Okay. I don't know if any of your other buildings
Oh,
have.
hey, here's a question, Brian, and I'm not saying it to be stupid, but doesn't would the expenses of him going out also be reduced by 25%?
Yeah, the only thing that's not affected by that 25% is the actual franchise fee to
it's
Acquisitions
costing-
Incorporated.
Costing us less, so let's send him a little longer.
Okay, because it's only costing us 150 a week instead of
Right.
200.
So
Yeah.
for 600 coin, we can send him for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do 400? 400.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 weeks?
4 weeks. Yeah. Good,
Okay.
good point.
Send
Okay.
that biatch to the road.
Okay, I'm just gonna look through real quick, make sure there's not any kind of like other special things like this explore territory. Any of these facilities grant you.
He brings back a large wooden horse, which you all bring into the courtyard and admire.
Is it on wheels?
It is on wheels.
It's
You-
definitely complete. It's completely solid though, right?
yeah. Oh, it's made of chocolate.
Okay.
Oh, bastion points. I forgot about that.
What's your mouth?
Yeah.
Bastard points.
Bastard points.
Okay. I gotta read and figure out how the hell that works again. And you guys found that yet? Could you get to roll that every week? I think it's while you're here or while you're away. I forget. Where the hell did I put that? Stupid Acquisitions Incorporated. Come on. Give me the information I want to know. Nope. If I don't find it soon, I guess I'll look at that offline and follow up with you guys. So I'm not finding it. All right, another sticky note. Eventually, we'll get to the point where this is like, all second nature to us.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the fact that we do this like every 4 weeks real time makes it kind of difficult to remember what the hell we're doing. All right, I made myself a sticky note to look that up, and then I'll roll that offline. Okay. All right, so you guys are going to stay a day, a week? How long do you want to stay before you leave on your next mission, which I'll recap for you guys that we'll get to that point.
Ready to go.
So
Good to go.
couple days and you're good to go.
Yep.
Okay.
So did we
It's-
discuss, Brian, the temporary hit points I gained, they're gone now, right? From that card that I
Points from
played?
what? Yeah, they're gone.
No.
Okay.
But I gained dark vision, right? No, just kidding.
You do not have dark visions. You need to get that resolved before
I
you go
should've
down to a
got it.
dungeon again.
No, I should have got it from using that card. Right? No, I'm just kidding.
Where the hell did I give you guys that freaking last job from Omen? Mm, Okay, so I'm just gonna read the intro. Hopefully I'm not giving shit away here. Okay, Omendron sends the adventurers to Geid to learn the fate of an Acquisitions Incorporated franchise that opened there a few months earlier, but has recently gone dark. It's in or near the town of Geid. So let me switch to the big map for you guys to give you some kind of pointer reference as to what we're looking at here and where you're going. Okay, so do a shift click. All right, you guys, we're here, but now you're up in Kront, and the other Acquisitions Incorporated branch is up here in Geid. So you guys got to travel north along the Cold Road up to Injast and hang a left over to Geid. It's roughly about a 3-day journey to Injast and a day journey to Geid.
Cool.
So you're supposed to go there and find out the status of why they had gone dark. They haven't made their last payment to Acquisitions Incorporated, so Owen wants you to basically figure out what happened there and kick these guys in the ass and get them to pay up.
Hey, Brian.
Yep.
Before we leave on this, I'm going to use my the secretary's sending stone to do a rumor mill check and see if I can learn any rumors related to this mission.
Okay. This mission,
Mm-hmm.
the one you're about to partake, or the one you just finished?
The one we're about to partake.
Okay. Oh, that brings up a good point. So who was holding on to the broken piece of the orrery? Are you bringing it with you? Or are you leaving it at your keep?
That was Gralnar, and that's a pretty damn good question.
Yeah, it's a very important question.
Mm.
We should hide it in a barrel of pickles in the storehouse.
Outside of the keep or inside of the keep?
Inside the keep.
I like pickles.
Everybody likes pickles, man.
Oh, we do have the unfinished basement, right? That we're supposed to be working on. Maybe we can hide it in there under the rock. But I have a feeling it's going to be attracting attention.
You think people can track it?
I wonder.
I mean, you obviously attracted attention while you're in Telflum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we take it with us? At least we know when someone goes after it.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. But I'm wondering if that'll also cause us more issues.
Yeah. We handled them last time. It's not like they're
Yeah.
going to send a red wizard for it.
That's true.
That fucked us up later. So,
Okay. Yeah, I guess we should just take it with us to make sure it's safe.
Okay, so when you say us, does that mean Gralnar's carrying it on his person?
Well, yeah, Gralnar will keep it in his pack.
Okay, just make sure you mark that in your character sheet somewhere so we don't forget that later on.
I thought you were going to say keep it in his pants.
I think there might have been a facility that allowed you to do research on things like this if you wanted to. So that may impact whether you want to take it with you or leave it here. Does that ring a bell with anybody? I thought one of the facilities had like a research function. Maybe it's a facility you don't have yet.
Must be one we don't have yet.
Yeah, that
And
might have been. Go ahead.
I do have that in my on my character sheet, the orrery.
Okay.
It's listed in the bio and info.
Yeah, I must be remembering from just reading. I think it might have been the library. If you guys ever got a library, that allows you to do research. Okay. All right. So Gralnar is carrying it.
Yeah. And then I also want to do that rumor mill.
What was that under?
If you look under the secretarian,
What handout?
in the keep operations and finances,
Okay.
and then next to Gralnar, the secretarian, if you click on that,
Okay. Yeah, I'm
it'll
pulling it up.
open up. Okay. So it's a DC 15 intelligence history check, which I'll probably fuck up and it probably won't matter, but there's no harm in trying.
Okay. Ta-da. You must succeed on DC 15 intelligence or contact to establish contact. What? Once a stone is successful used, it can't be used again the next time. I guess I should read further back. You're given the use of an Acquisition Incorporated Sending Stone, an uncommon magic item that resembles a gemstone in bold setting. It functions like a normal sending stone, except it has no matching stone. Allows communication with the head office, specific secretarians you know, and the secretarian nearest your location. Perks of sending the stone. Portfolio keeper. I guess technically, didn't I say you guys are rank 2?
What?
I think I said you guys are rank 2 keep, right?
Yeah.
Or rank 2
For
franchise.
franchise, I
Yeah.
think that's right.
Yes, yes, yes. And I figured we could just contact the secretarian at Injast, and he would probably know.
Okay, I like it. I'll just have to read. Go ahead and roll your intelligence history check.
Okay. Probably
Assuming
won't matter,
someone's going to
right?
give you guidance, so go ahead and add a D4 to it.
All right, I'll probably need that.
Ooh, look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants,
Yeah.
Mr. Historical Pants,
Do you
With
still want
the
that D4?
with the Ori in your front pocket.
Do you still want that D4?
You don't need to because you just passed.
Okay.
All right. So now I got to read. So you learn 3 rumors related to creatures or organizations involved in the mission. Okay. So hold, please. Okay. So what are you going to know? You will learn from head office that the franchise in Gied took over a manor that a few years ago was ran by a bunch of bandits that were ran out of town by some other adventurers. There's rumor number 1. Rumor number 2, the town used to be ran by a council of 3, like, I can't find the term here, but like town speakers, like it's a council. But one of them up and quit and just left town recently, and it's now down to pretty much the richest guy in town that owns a lot of land and buildings, and an old adventurer that's loved by everybody. That's the last 2 council members left. So while the 2 are working amicably together, the 2 have not such a great working relationship. Okay, there's rumor number 2. I got to search for a third one. Here's one. The town folk have been complaining about livestock going missing recently. I don't know if you consider those shitty rumors, but that's
Those
a
are
3.
aliens. Aliens are after them. That's what happens with livestock. You know that. You're from Colorado. You're way closer to Area 51 than I am.
I'm closer to Mars than you are.
But only for part of the day.
Okay, so I'll give you the names. You know the names of the 2 council members that are left. I just don't have it in front of me, but you get that information as well.
Okay.
Anything else from those 3 things I gave you that need more detail on?
So the franchise took over a manor that used to be run by bandits.
Yeah, a few years ago. It used to be like a bandit, I guess.
Enclave.
Yeah, kind of like that. But
Okay.
they got ran out by some adventurers a few years back.
Okay.
It's been kind of empty ever since.
All right. And then the town used to be run by a council of 3, we'll call them elders. One recently quit and left town. The other 2, one is rich and the other an adventurer who is loved by everyone.
Well, run by everyone. What do you mean by that?
Who is loved by everyone.
Oh, loved by everyone. Yeah. He's kind of like the
Yeah.
folk hero of the town.
Okay. And then the townsfolk have been complaining about missing livestock lately.
Correct.
Okay. All right. I think we could use that as an in, especially that livestock. We can show up. Hey, we're here to investigate this missing livestock issue. We're alien trackers.
But you guys are all aware of what Omen is sending there for, right?
Say it
Did
again.
you guys forget that already?
Why we're there?
Why Omen is sending you there?
Yeah, we're to investigate the missing franchise.
Or why they haven't been paying or returning phone calls?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they just become independent contractors.
They got call display. They know.
Yeah.
You got a phone from a number they don't recognize.
Where are we at time wise? Holy shit, that was an hour. All right, let me pause the recording and we'll stop the recording and start a new one. We'll pick it back up.